back to another episode of Desire to Inspire. Dylan, I am energized. I'm fueled. I'm feeling great. How's the life, brother?
Life is amazing. I didn't know what the fuck you were doing. I thought you were like beatboxing for a second. I'm like, oh shit, he about to fucking drop a beat. I'm about to go back to my fucking rapping days, dude. I was fucking ready.
Dude, I get in front of this mic, I put these headphones on, and something different comes out. I get energized because I know we're going to talk about things that we love, we're passionate about, and just like random topics that come to our head that who knows if we're going to like resonate with people or whatever. But the joy is we're doing this for fun, and we know like the direction of where we're going. And
Podcasting is legit my favorite thing. Like, I create other content, but like actually just sitting down and it doesn't have to be perfect. That's why I like it so much. Like when I make a vlog, like I'm like, okay, if I say something wrong, I can cut that out or something. But like with the podcast, it's just so fucking raw that I know I can either look really good or I look like a dumbass. But either way, we're here. And I think that's what I like though, is like you just kind of go and you get better as you go. You really do. Because our first ones were pretty monotone.
Yeah, bro, we weren't fucking scared. I didn't know what I was doing,
I didn't. I was still fucking monotone. It's totally different though. Like these are things like that are actually like tangible things that could help people. Where I'm used to just talking about weird random shit. Like I just be going off the rails.
Yeah, I want to get a cool intro, something fucking that was beatboxing, man. I didn't know what I was going to do or what I was going to say. So, it's just the process of this. But we're enjoying it. We're having fun, and we're starting to see more and more success of the blueprint that we're laying out. And so I think this topic is going to tie into kind of how we started this, not even knowing that it was going to. I mean, originally doing these, the fear still to this day is, what are people going to think? What are people saying behind my back? I don't give a fuck about that anymore. I'm living my life for me, what I want to do to be happy and all of that thing. And I think that leads into
I fucking love it.
Yeah, dude. And so I think that leads into what I want to ask you. And that's, how do you wash your clothes?
I put them in the washing machine.
That's it?
I put some laundry detergent. Dami has these little like bead things.
What like temperature do you put them on?
I just fucking turn it, bro. Wherever it's
just turn it.
Honestly, it's always set to the same spot because we only wash. It's not like we have like. I ain't fancy, bro. I ain't got nothing delicate in the fucking washer, so it's always set to the same spot.
You ain't separating them by like colors or anything like that.
I barely have whites, so no. But I don't separate them. No.
Okay, and then you just take them and throw them in the dryer.
Yep.
You hang dry any of them?
I used to, but I don't anymore. My mom got me like, she was like, you need to hang dry them. They're going to shrink. And then I went away to college. And, you don't really have a lot of room to hang dry things in a dorm. But I did for a while. And I was like, I'm going to just fucking try it. Okay. And I threw them in the dryer. And guess what? They didn't fucking shrink. So I think I'm good.
All right. So you don't like look at the tag and read the description on like how to wash the clothes, what they recommend to keep them?
Never once have I done that.
All right. Well, I think this is gonna impact people because right now it's like, what are you asking? But in my phone, I write down a lot of things that just come to my mind, and I was going through them, and I saw this one and it really hit. And I'm gonna read it, so then we can elaborate on it because the way I wrote it down, I think is super powerful. But I wrote, life is like clothes tags. Everyone knows they are there, but they don't read them to see how to keep the clothes pristine. They don't take the steps to protect them from fading or shrinking and end up throwing them away before they were meant to. Stop being like a clothes tag. You, me, everybody. Stop being like a clothes tag. Don't let toxic people wash you when they want to try and fix things just to have you come out clean in their mind and end up destroying you again. And so where it comes, and I hope this hits, is don't let yourself be treated like a clothes tag. Don't let people come into your life and try and dictate you on how they want to perceive you, how they want to see you, what direction they want to go to fit their mold. And you might get through a hiccup and, come out, and the next thing you know, it's back to the same thing. They're draining you. They're making you angry. They're not motivating you in the way they want to. And so how do you stop that? What do? You do what would be on your close tag description of how you want your life. What makes you happy? What makes you keep going every day? The energy you want surrounding you, the patterns and habits that you want to instill in your life. It's okay to come across people that don't align with your directions, because they came into your life to make you realize this is what's important to me. This is what I want to do. I don't want these certain people in my life. And so you're going to encounter people that you keep giving a chance, giving a chance, giving a chance. But soon they're going to break you down enough and end up throwing you away. And it's going to hurt you more in the end. So
Or they're
before they
just
can
not
get
gonna fit. They just ain't gonna fit.
exactly. And so it's so important to remember and to stay grounded on what motivates you in life and the life that you want to live. And to realize that there are people who are going to come into your life and exit your life. And at the moment, how can I fix this? How can I make it better? But maybe they were there to teach you another lesson and to ground you, to make sure you go back to your directions and reevaluate what you want in life, what you want to take out of it, who you want in it, and really perfect this mold that you're working towards, because you know you're going towards a better you, and you know what's important to you that might not be important to everybody else. But they taught you the lesson to stay grounded and get back to that direction that you have in life, so that way you stick to everything that you have out there going for you.
Yeah, this kind of touches on a topic that I wrote about in like my actual book that, most people don't even know is out there.
Is this
It's
an
about
ad?
no, I'm not even gonna fucking plug the name of it. But it's about like these energy vampires who they literally like there's more people in this world that take than give, which I don't that it doesn't seem like that would be the case, but it really is, because like most of these people are very selfish, and I don't even think that it's that they notice that they're selfish. It's just kind of how society is programmed them. So they're coming into your life, and rather than like empowering you and like motivating you to do things, they're just sucking energy out of you. And I think that a big part of that is because they don't really know how to handle you, because at the end of the day, you're the only one who knows how to handle yourself or how you want to be handled. And so these people come in and they have the idea of how they want to be handled. And it kind of comes back to like the whole idea that we're told as kids, like, oh, treat people the way that you want to be treated. Which even that idea, I think, is kind of bullshit. You don't want to be treated how I want to be treated. You know what I mean? Like, I get the general gist of it, like, be respectful, be nice, be that. But like, there's just people experience things in different ways, and like their emotions are different, their experiences are different. So like the way that you want to be treated may not necessarily be the way that I want to be treated. And so everybody comes into it where let me act how I would want to be acted. And it's just not realistic. I feel like they just end up draining energy from you and taking life from you rather than revitalizing you.
Yeah, I think it's hard to look at, and it's hard to be like, shit, this person, doesn't deserve to be in my life, or, things aren't going to be the way they were, and they're going to move out of my life. Because at the time that they enter your life, they enter for a reason, and you get attracted to them for a reason, and you get close to them for a reason. And that's because the person that you saw resonates with your description or your direction in life that you want. But the more that you grow and they grow, you realize like, oh shit, they don't really align with the overall picture. And so even though that they're teaching you great things at that moment, it doesn't mean that that moment is forever. Nothing is in life. The only thing, as we talk about as promise, is death. And so you don't want to keep going down a path where you hang around the people that aren't fitting your ideal description of where you want to go, because they're going to end up bringing you down, and it's going to transition your focus. It's not going to let you go in the areas that you want to. And I think that's so important, because we look at different like things in life, and it's like, how many things do we do where we don't pay attention to, or we don't take the time to see like how they really should be done? We do them our way. And even though it's destroying that thing, it's making us feel good because we think we're treating it properly. Don't let somebody think they're treating you properly when deep down you know that there's things that aggravate you, destroy you, make you upset, because that's going to affect the other areas and facets of your life that you're trying to improve or get better on. Because the energy that they give off isn't the energy that you need in your life at that moment. And so I think it's important. Do you have anything? I don't think this needs to be long, because I think the point that we both made in our sayings is like, we are who we are for a reason, and we gravitate towards people for a reason. And so as those two align, it gives us the direction of what we actually need and want in life. And we're changing every single day. And so
That's what I was
keep
gonna
those.
say. Beyond that, it's also okay to change. Like, don't feel like just because someone like fit that description for you 5 years ago that they need to be present in your life now. And I think that a big part of it like comes back to people feel like there has to be like this conversation with their friends, like, hey, I'm doing this now. Like I really can't like come out and or do this with you. And I've had friends who have came and went in my life, and never at any point have I had to sit down with them and be like, hey man, like, we had a great run, but I think it's time for me to move on. Like,
Yeah.
I've never had like a legit like friend breakup, if you want to call it that. But that's essentially what it is. Like, when I look back, like there was like these friends where they served their purpose for a long time. And then like I don't know when it happened or what happened, but like there's just a drift. And
Yep.
and there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine like to grow and to become someone else and require different things from different people in life. And I mean, I even have friends now who if I was to be in like the same mindset that they're in 24/7, I don't think I could operate. But like
Hmm.
there's certain people who are still good for that. Like it's a good escape. Like at the end of the day, like I still need like some time to cut loose. So like I can be with them, but I can't give you 24/7 energy. And I don't think anybody should be looking for that either.
Yeah. I think another way to put it too is because I think a lot of people, I always say I think, I do, but I also like know a lot of people are
I've been
scared
trying to
to.
change that though too. Like I think like it's I get what you're saying. So I'll be saying like I feel. Like I've been trying to like
Yeah.
program myself to say I feel. Because think feels like see feel. Think I to me feels like I don't really know. And I don't think that that's necessarily
Yeah.
how it's
And we
taken, but
don't
that's how
because we're
I
all
think about it.
different.
Right. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Um, yeah, because to like shine light, maybe this will resonate because a lot of people, including myself, have been in situations where it's hard to kind of start that drifting process, especially if you talk to that person a lot. And so, like, another way to look at it is picture that job that you hated. Why would you stay at a company or why would you stay at a job that you hate when you see that when you get home, you and your significant other are arguing more, or you guys don't get to have dinner, or you guys aren't going on dates, or you're not going to the gym because work is so stressful. So you come home and you just lay on the couch and eat snacks or whatever. And
that's majority
picture,
of society.
yeah,
Sadly, it is.
yeah, picture like or when you left that job and you got a new one, how grateful you are because you're like, wow, I didn't realize I was this. I didn't realize I was that. And so that's another avenue to look at it is don't let anything you. Whatever you don't like or whatever you don't accept as like moving you forward, change it. Change the narrative. Moving, diet, whatever it is, change the narrative because it's not fitting your mold for a reason. And you're not going to get it to fit your mold if it doesn't align with your directions that are on your tag.
And don't
And
expect these other people to understand where you're coming from either. Like one of
mhm,
my biggest mentors always used to say, like, you can't expect average people to understand your above average dreams. And I feel like that's most
like
relationships in our
that.
life. Like, no one's gonna connect with everything we have going on. And a lot of times they probably look at us and think, what the fuck are they doing? Like, uh, just because they don't understand it, like their passions don't lie here. And that's a very personal thing, obviously, like between me and
Mhm.
you. But I know like there's plenty of people in my life who probably think, what the fuck is this dude doing? Like, I know who this dude is. This ain't him. And
Yeah.
it's just different seasons, man.
Yep. Yep. So I just want to read the quote one more time, unless you have anything else
No, I'm cool.
to elaborate on with this topic, Dylan. So I'm just going to read it one more time. So hopefully that it resonates with you and you hear it this time after we just got done talking and it hits you a little bit different. And so again, life is like a clothes tag. Everyone knows they're there, but they don't read them to see how to keep the clothes pristine. They don't take the steps to protect them from fading or shrinking and end up throwing them away before they were meant to. Stop being like a clothes tag. Don't let toxic people wash you when they want to try and fix the things just to come out and destroy you again, just to come out clean and destroy you again. And so again, stay true to who you are and realize that it's okay to move on. It's okay to expand. It's okay to grow. It's okay to separate. And like Dylan said, don't give a fuck what those people are going to think, feel, act. It doesn't matter. because you live one life. And as we always preach, as we always say, today's the first day of the rest of your life, and there's nothing but death. So make it count while you're here. Do the things that you want and dream of. Have the desire to
100%.
inspire, baby.